Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are here for the Division 3 Grand Finals between Redneck Kebaps and Super Unstoppabros. I am Nosnary, and joining me for this fantastic series, we have both I Am Pets and Kex. Pets, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very much looking forward to this series. How about you, Kex?
Oh, I'm fine. For me, it's a normal time to do this. So poor Pets has some more problems than me here. So, but thank you nonetheless for joining me here. I bet we will have a lot of fun.
I am certainly hoping so. I've always said that Division 3 is my favorite division to cast because you still get like the high level plays, people play well, but there's always that little bit of fiesta that you don't quite get in Divisions 1 and 2. So again, yeah, it's my favorite to cast, and I think it's nearly always entertaining watching Division 3 teams battling it out. And obviously with this being the grand final, no better opportunity to show that off. So yeah, Redneck Kebaps versus Super Unstoppabros are the teams for today. The map bans have already been done. First pick has gone over to Super Unstoppabros. The bans coming in are Volskaya and Tomb were banned by Redneck Kebaps, and Dragonshire and Cursed Hollow were banned out by the Unstoppabros, leaving us with Garden of Terror for our first map. What do you guys think of this map?
Well, first of all, what a weird map. I'm sorry, Pets, for interrupting. That's just how it's gonna be. I'm gonna be brash, and you can then say everything that what I said is wrong. What a weird map to start. I personally don't really like it because it has such a strong focus on the map, on the camp clearing and stuff. And I personally, whenever I see this map, I think, okay, enemy wants to play Illidan. Okay, it's gonna be Ben Abafa, please. And sorry, Pets, now it's your turn.
I was gonna say somewhat similar to that in the last Brash way, but yeah, it's a bit of a strange map to start on for your first map of a series. It is a best of 5, so maybe the teams are feeling more comfortable with scoping out the macro first. We do see that with Garden Terror more. You have to, like you said, do the camps, do the wave clear, and it's a bit of a different dynamic than I would say than a more common map to start on, like Infernal Shrines. But I think I'm still excited to see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't go too long into like a 30-some minute game as we sometimes see on Garden Terror. But yeah, looking forward to how the teams draft this.
At least it's not Volskaya, right? So
That's true.
But yeah, both of you guys mentioned camp taking being a very important aspect of this map. And looking at the two teams, the heroes that they've liked to play this season, both teams have had a pretty high priority on the Grey main, which obviously is one of the best merkers in the game. Both teams actually prioritizing Urel quite highly too, so that's also a hero who can do camps pretty effectively. And obviously, it's my favorite thing about Best of Fives is watching the series meta develop over the course of these potentially 5 games. What gets picked and banned in game 1 might be completely different than what gets picked and banned in game 5, for instance. So
yeah, definitely the teams have to get to know each other. I mean, they already did meet in the season, and Pets might also talk about this later, because we know that they already meet in the normal season. Yeah, like the first bans in such a match will be like normal meta bans, or maybe they still remember something, but teams can progress and prepare for such occasion, so they could have prepared something which is something special, and they pull it out, and then that will be the next ban. So I guess that's what we are seeing, and what I want to see too. So I'm expecting something spicy. I do want to see something.
Yeah, and I suppose the other kind of thing is that for most of the season, we had heroes like Johanna and Rhaegar being completely OP. And I feel like there isn't really that like OP pick anymore. Like both those heroes are still strong. I think Rhaegar is still very high priority. Johanna perhaps less so. But again, like most of the data that we have about these teams, like if you look at their most banned, both of them are just perma-banning the Johanna, which isn't really a necessity anymore. So I'll be interested to see what the teams are valuing. Is it going to be meta bans, like Stukov is still quite high priority, Blaze going to be quite high priority, or maybe it will be the kind of respect bans we're likely to see. But either way, we are getting into this draft for game number 1 between the Redneck Kebaps and Super Unstoppabros. Pets, what are you expecting to see from the teams coming out in the bans here?
You did make a good point with the gray main. I think it is pretty strong this map. So we might see a focus on that. Both teams also favor their Blaze and Vala picks. So we'll see if they'll try to bring that out or leave it until later into the game. Do notice that the Vala picks, once they get picked, they get banned right away too, if it's a very good Vala. I think it is the side of the Kebaps. They have a pretty decent win rate with Vala at 58%. On the side of Super Unstoppabros, they are even better with a whole 100% pick during the regular season. 100% win rate. So that's what I mean. Like, if we do see the Val coming out, it might be kind of like their secret weapon. They might look for a better map to pull that out when they can play more together. Otherwise, like you said, the meta, there's not too much OP picks these days. We do see like Johanna still having a bit of priority, but I think it's going to be pretty flexible. Teams are probably just going to scope out each other's playstyles and drafts for this first map.
So we saw the Sylvanas ban coming in, which I think is kind of neat because, I mean, Mercenary Queen is a niche pick, but when you can do it, it's on this map, and you could go for a Black Arrows Mercenary Queen push, while the enemy team is maybe going for the objective and stuff like that, and you can easily snipe a 4 or something like that. So like the sole macro threat that the Sylvanas can bring just to eliminate it is really, really amazing. And we get a Dehaka first pick.
Yeah, Dehaka obviously very, very valuable on big maps. I think he's also just generally one of the strongest solo laners in the meta right now. Probably second behind Blaze in terms of the priority, especially in higher elo. And this being a map, obviously big map, a lot of value for him. Lots of brushes for him to use his Zed through. So definitely a very powerful pickup here.
And we see the Rhaegar being picked up here. So both healers are already locked down for each team. I think Rhaegar is a favorite pick for Super Unstoppabros. Picked him up quite a few times this season. And both teams, good to see. They're actually doing the bans picks really quick here. Looks like they know what they want. They kind of scoped out each other too with the bans as well. So good to see for this final.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that the Rednecks did not decide to get a Rhaegar themselves, but decided for the Rando in. But I mean, both of those healers are fine, so they're good. I think maybe Rhaegar is still a bit better, but still pretty decent healers.
Yeah, especially on this map where, again, camp take is so important, and Rhaegar being the best camp taking, apart from maybe Karazim, but Karazim not really one who's in the meta too much right now. I suppose that the one thing that it isn't really there for either team just yet is kind of a more like late game scaling approach option. And again, we did talk about it. This map does tend to go long, so I think it's one of the few maps where the likes of Nazebo or Gul'dan can shine a little bit stronger. We'll be interested to see, as we do see an offlane ETC coming out. Not something we have seen too much of recently. I know this was always a decent pickup into the Dehaka. Obviously, once you get your level 10, you can match the global. You also have decent tools to interrupt Dehaka if he tries to burrow in vision. So it can be a decent response to Dehaka. It's not seen too much anymore, but it is definitely a decent counter pick there.
It is, though, a bit bold into the Tigers, I guess. Oh, and we get a hammer.
Hammer. Oh,
Hammer, of course, was buffed with the last patch.
She was.
And, whoa, I did not expect that. Guys, oh my god, is this gonna be a Bloodlust Odin hammer?
Oh, baby, sign me up.
Oh, I'm all in for that. I would like that.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting to see. They have a pretty good solid front line too to pay for that hammer. And wow.
Oh, I'm so sold on this map, on this match, guys. It's so amazing. I love it.
Yeah, what a spicy draft to kick off this series. Both teams coming in with some very spicy picks, and if there's any composition that anyone in chat favors, be sure to get your gambling going, get the points in with your bets. You can see the prediction is live, so if you favor either draft, make sure to get your predictions in. Pets, do you have any favorite drafts coming out after this first game draft?
I would say Unstoppabros are a bit more solid. As long as they can peel for their hammer and they are on top of other rotations, then I think they got a bit more of a solid draft. I'm a bit curious to see how that ETC plays into this match. It's still going to be an offlane ETC, I suppose, because yeah, probably send that Deathwing out to soak once in a while, but it is looking like more of an offlane ETC, and I haven't seen that as much recently, like you said. So yeah, Not sure. I guess they probably go with the stage dive. But yeah, I guess it could work if they play it very, very well.
And for the
It's a
sake
bit
of
harder.
competition,
Yeah.
I will go with the Kebaps and say their draft is obviously better. Although I'm not sure picking Deathwing into Tigers. But we will see about that. Nos, we will come to you back wiser and with the information how these drafts will work out. Pets, do you want to start?
Sure. I'll start with the Super Unstoppabros on the right side. We're gonna have Lucas playing the Tychus, also Varus on the Haka, Mood Juice playing the Rhaegar, Goddammy playing the Diablo, and a Marlock Rocket on the Hammer.
And on the left side, we have the Rednecks, we have the Kebaps, we have the Redneck Kebaps with Aidanya on ETC, Darkov playing Underwin, Buzzercade is Alejandro, File on Garrosh, and Deathwing played by Vigi.
Okay, so teams meeting up here in the mid. Taking a quick look at the talents. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Seems everyone's going pretty typical talents. And teams are kind of scouting it out. Looks like they're going for a strong push in the bottom lane for Super Unstoppabros. Already getting half a tower down there. Pretty decent.
Deathwing is now joining them though, so he tries to defend this bot lane. On the other hand, we have Block Party on the ETC, which I guess is smart against the Hammer, but I think you would normally go for the healing talent as the offlaner, but I haven't seen an offlane ETC in so long. I could be wrong here too.
I think versus the Tychus and Hammer, it is more reasonable to go with the block party. It also helps your allies as well. So more of in the later game when he is joining into those team fights could be pretty helpful.
Yeah.
But taking the teams, we're gonna have Rhaegar starting on the camp as well as Hanzo for his side. When just one thing to mention, the Deathwing does have a decent poke against the Hammer with his, I forgot the name of it.
The Dragon Breath, let's call it.
Yeah.
Molten Flame, Molten Flame.
The one that just kind of stays there and pokes you out for
that one.
5 seconds. Yeah. But it is pretty good against Hammer. It kind of keeps her on his toes. You can't really stay in the same spot, sieging.
Yeah. The puddle. Let's call it the puddle.
The puddle, exactly, yeah. It's pretty annoying for Hammer.
Yeah, but now Deathwing has decided to go top and to not mirror the Hammer again. And we have ETC Hammer babysitting the tank. The tank babysitting the tank.
Yeah, a lot of tanks in this game, that's for sure.
True.
And
are they going for? Yeah, they're trying to gank Deathwing, but that's not enough to.
It's gonna be pretty difficult, yeah. And we also have Hanzo.
Yeah, they wanted to use the bigger they are talent on Tigers to scare the Deathwing, but Big Chicken Boy did not flinch.
So we do have the first objective when we spawning to the favor of Kebaps, but to their side on the bottom here. Looks like they are just going to be bypassing it and finish off their camps first. There is a pretty big push up in the top here. We see 3 pushing at the tower. They already got 1 tower down. And yeah, Deathwing is kind of struggling to keep them off the wall.
Yeah, this kind of looks like they just want to give the first objective. They're not interested in it actually. So yeah. Blue team has to be quick with that then and decide to countermeasure. Looking like they want to gank the Hammer maybe? No, it's just ETC.
I think they gotta respond to the top push, but it seems like finally there's call made to to back up as they didn't see the team. They were thinking about rotating, but that is already half health on the top.
But now the Diablo is coming for the ETC. They're trying at least something, but they can't.
Slide.
They can't kill him like that.
Yeah. But in terms of value...
Sorry, go for it.
I was gonna say, in terms of the value that they got just on that first objective, definitely Super Unstoppabros got the better of the deal.
That's true, yeah. Look, I mean, half of top 4 is already gone.
It just seemed like they weren't too sure about where they wanted to push, whether they wanted to get the objective for the boost side. So just that hesitation kind of lost them a lot of structure value up in the top. But we do have the next objective spawning now. Seed is going to be spawning up in the top.
Dehaka is now on bot, so as we all know, he's a global, but ETC isn't yet.
Yep.
So this is a problem, definitely, for the blue team, and I think they acknowledge that and do not go for it, are they?
Yeah, they're going to try to ignore everything.
Yeah. Oh, we do
gonna,
have the meteors, right? On the Deathwing, yeah! Deathwing is just doing his best to annoy the people and to not let it. Oh wow. Oh wow. I would be so angry right now, that game.
But I feel like they're still not going to get this. Oh, they're actually trying to force a fight here. Garrosh is in a
Haka is
bad
staying
position.
back and gets...
Oh, yeah. Not sure that was quite the call there. I think poking with the Deathwing is okay if you're getting value at, like, for example, at the bottom lane, if somebody was pushing those walls down.
Yeah.
But forcing that fight, especially in a disadvantaged position, again, it was very close to the right side. They got everything cleared. They have more people up top. Like you said, ETC was kind of stalled out. And yeah,
Also,
losing
Hanzo
two members.
just got so much damage in, and then Dehaka just throws in, kills him with 2 auto attacks. That, of course, shouldn't happen. So, yeah, red team seems to be a bit quicker in their decision making. Ooh, yeah.
There's a flip, and are they out yet? It's like trying to get Diablo out of here. They do have Ancestral if needed, but no, it seems like they are just going to be able to walk away from this fight.
And there's also a Dehaka joining. I think, did he burrowed? Yeah. I'm not sure.
No, it was still on cooldown.
So, in terms of the ultimates, we have the Odin, Isolation, Ancestral, as you already mentioned, Lightning Breath, and the Blunt Force Gun, which I thought is a bit surprising. Because with the other Volt, of course, you can also do what Deathwing just did and stall the objective for quite long.
That's true. It could be that they're playing more for the late game. You know, the level 20 Blunt Force is quite useful to getting down those structures.
And
just
look at
it
Deathwing with the puddle, just denying. Deathwing is just mean on this map.
Lava Burst, apparently that's the name of it. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I like puddle more.
I do like puddle more too. And yeah, it is kind of being an issue for the hammer. You can't really set up on this point. They do have to wait for ETC. ETC does have stage dive.
Look at Hanzo's ult.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Stage dive coming in, but oh, there's a light bomb onto no one.
Kebaps are really split in this fight. Looks like they're trying to rejoin, but oh, there's the Odin coming down, but nope. Wasn't quite enough armor to get out of there.
Diablo will get a counter kill on the Hanzo though.
So 1-for-1.
No actual damage on the left side anymore.
That's true. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult without their Hanzo here. Let's look at the damage numbers. Actually, Deathwing is kind of edging out in terms of damage, so still fighting for this. We do have Rhaegar and Hanzo back up. You see Tychus moving over to the top. Yeah.
So they do not want it that much. And there is a good throw onto Diablo. Can they get him though? And a nice
no Ancestral here.
Falls low, will survive it.
So it looks like Super Unstoppabros are looking to just give this. They are getting some value up top again. Tychus might be able to get...
They are almost level 13. Then they have the talent advantage, and that will bring a whole another dimension to the game again, because then they can be aggressive again. And they have a Diablo who likes to be aggressive.
Yeah, they made very aggressive tank player. It's really fun to watch. So next one will be spawning 2-3 over the Kebaps, which is pretty good. If they do channel that, they'll be able to get the terrorists down. Which is much needed, because as we see right now, all the walls are still up. Actually, top one is looking a little weak, but yeah, having that push with the Garden Terror would be really useful to help sort out their lanes.
Hanzo needs to be careful on bot. Dodges the tongue. Lucky him. And yeah, we have Diablo coming in. He will not get the Q. Oh! Oh!
Very aggressive Q there.
Yeah, it
There's a
was.
light bomb.
The hacker is there, does not miss the silence. It's actually on the tank. And we've got a lightning breath. And Darkov is alone again. He's alone again.
Was a kill on Hammer there though. They did dive really deep on it. Can they get a counter kill here? Garrosh is pretty low. Does have a lot of armor though. And I think
Rhaegar is gonna die there. Nice.
yeah, I think Super Unstoppabros got completely split in that fight, and it will be the curse going over to Kebab's curse.
Yeah, and now this
We
is
call
of
it
course the
curse.
chance to even the playing field, to get some siege on the other side in 2. And top will not really do much because there's still a camp going, but they decide for hard mid push, and I guess that's a good decision.
Yeah, should be a fort down in the mid. They won't be able to
Definitely.
respond to that.
And maybe even a bit of a keep wall.
Yeah, keep wall is getting damage looking bot. Let's see. I get a fort out of it. It's not too bad for this point in the game.
The hacker will
did even
defend
up on
top
XP.
easily. Oh, are we seeing engage now on mid? I think they should go for it. I think they could go for it. Be quick with it. Get the Hanzo. Oh, no, they can't.
Ooh, that's
And then
row.
nice
Gets
stun.
unlocked. And Diablo's in a lot of trouble here. They're using a lot of CC and can't get the kill though.
They're healing.
Yeah,
by
was
the W.
actually getting out of this. No, Hanzo finishing it off with the Q.
But he did good for staying along. Staying
Used a
alive
lot
so
of
long.
cooldowns too.
Of course he's dead. That
Was-
was souls. But
But Souls down will need to be a lot more careful.
yeah, definitely.
And they are using a lot on Diablo in these fights. Like just there we saw both Taunt and Light Bomb. So they probably have to wait for the cooldowns up, getting their camps. And next tribute. They might look to actually give up the next tribute. It is not the best fight for them to take, in my opinion.
Yeah, they could instead go for a top push or something like that. I guess they are lining up for Deathwing again, and we have Lucas standing in the bush waiting for Deathwing to maybe overstep a little. No, he shows himself now. Pets, the hammer, the Sergeant Hammer pick. I usually think it is an essential pick for. Oh, now we have a nice engagement here by the blue team with 2 tanks and of course
think,
Diablo and healer.
Diablo just paid for
Wow,
hammer stick here.
Diablo.
Oh! Oh, there it is.
Okay, nice.
Nice snipe there by the Hanzo, finishing off that kill.
Yeah, I kind of thought first of all that it would be the into the fray kill, but it wasn't. There's another nice throw by the Garrosh. He's on fire. Wow.
I'm really surprised Super Unstoppabros is still trying to continue to fight this, even though their Diablo was down early in that fight.
I mean, it's
So I
an
know they will be giving up now.
advantageous position for them, but yeah, you can't fight it anymore.
Yeah,
And,
that camp invade was very well done. It was
imagine getting invaded by 2 tanks.
Yeah.
that just feels bad.
It does. And I think it's kind of saying something that Garrosh is able to reach this hammer. I think it was like 2 times in that fight. Even though they do have their Diablo and the Tahaka, seems like they're just not able to peel off the Garrosh at this point.
Before that invade happened, I wanted to talk to you about the hammer because I'm not
Yeah.
sure what is her job in this composition, and couldn't Greyman have done that too? Like
Yeah. I would
I
say
have
Greyman
yet
is-
to see the big value from the Sergeant Hammer pick.
Well, it could be kind of like basically what you're playing is the objective. You get set up just like this, and as long
Big
as you have
engage
a-
on Darkov. Who gets the
well,
lead?
there's
Okay.
the
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I have a
there's the value on the hammer. Getting that rocket right into the Anduin, so he will be able to win this objective. But yeah, we see like if they get set up early, then it's more difficult for the Kebabs.
But
to
to be
fight
fair,
on those objectives.
the Kebaps should have checked that bush. Or those
Yeah.
bushes. That should have been checked. Yeah. So now we have two seeds, sorry, not on Cursed Hollow, for the red team, for the Super Unstoppabros, and of course one for the blue team. Now, of course, they're in a predicament. They need to get the next one because, I mean, top is pushed in hard, and it will cost them a lot, and that might even be enough then to give the red team level 20, which of course is the thing that defines the game right now, the race to level 20.
Yep. See Deathwing in the sky, kind of hassling the hammer here. It's landing early. I'm kind of surprised that he would.
And gets the whole bigger they are into his face.
Very early Ancestral there on the Diablo. I'm not sure if it was quite necessary.
And I guess Garrosh will fall here.
Garrosh will be dying. And the Haka kind of 1v3 in the back here. Oh, might have overstayed his luck and whoop, die here. They are going to get their curse though.
And they will also take the camp.
Yep.
The Dehaka is in the backline is a real problem, and it's occurring in almost every team fight.
Yeah.
I mean, we remember him just going in and killing Hanzo.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, and he's always going in there, and the Enderwin, like Darkov, always has so much problem again. Oh, nice jump by Hanzo. He was already dead. I saw him smashed against the wall.
Well, the situation happens because when you're entering into this objective, for the Kebaps, they know they need to reach the hammer to try to win the positioning. So we see the tanks going pretty deep into the team trying to reach that hammer and get him out. But at the same time, it does leave the backline exposed, and that's how we see the Haka being such an issue in those fights.
We have a nice Cataclysm by the Haka, but level 20s are in, and that will mean big red button, it will mean Contagion, the Farseer's Blessing. Oh, I don't even know what Hammer does on 20. Oh, okay, that sounds OP, so getting attack speed up to 60%, and we have the Hellgate.
Yeah, the 20 on Hammer is basically just for auto-attacking. You get more attack speed, up to, let's see, what, how much?
60%.
60%, yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
You're focusing on the heroes, yeah.
She has a giant killer too, so yeah, Garrosh not gonna like that.
But good job by the Kebaps. They were able to save their mid keep. It is pretty low, but you know, it's still a keep up.
Yeah.
And they should be able to stabilize now. They have their 20s as well. Might try to look for a fight for the next objective.
And now with the curse, or the plant invasion gun, of course, that makes it a lot less stressful to get a seed now, because it's not really that important, so you can play around smarter. You're not on the clock now.
Yeah, for both teams.
Yeah. But still, I kind of get a feeling that the blue team has to be a bit more on the action-taking side. Because whenever the red team were able to get somewhere first and like just to lay their trap, it always resulted in their victory.
Yeah, I think we see a bit more of that macro presence more on the side of Super Unstoppabros. I think that does have something to do with, you know, having that global available with the Haka, able to deep push that lane like he's doing now on the bottom, and then joining the fight.
Of course, the blue team has 2 globals too. So yeah, I think they're not even. Are they contesting? Oh yeah, there is the meteors coming down from Deathwing. No, this is so mean. Okay, so I guess he shouldn't have any more left now. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so seed goes to the Super Unstoppabros. It's 1-1. Still nothing to worry about. But after the next one, that's gonna be decisive.
Yeah, it kind of feels like the Kebaps are just pinned into their base at this point. See all the lanes being pushed, they're being...
You think
have
they're
to kind of
scared?
really be responsive. So, Diablo got his souls back.
They clear out the stone camp. There's still one giant going through mid though that will be dealt with, and we have the next seed coming in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's in a neutral position, I think. Kebaps should try to force a fight here. They're being a bit too passive in this game.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I agree with you that wholeheartedly. Yeah, they need to do
Yeah.
something. And maybe when they do something, don't expose the complete backline.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Oh, there's
they have a
yeah.
throw. Oh, they don't commit for it. Okay.
Couldn't quite focus it. Oh, there's the
Ooh.
gigantic stage dive. Nice ancestral. We do have the Haka in the back once again. We even have Tychus drilling away. And got the rocket coming out. Looks like
ETC
it is going to be
dying there.
Garrosh.
Ah. It's like
And
they can't really get one. Whoever they focus, they just can't kill him.
yeah, it was a good throw, I think, onto the Diablo. But yeah, they just weren't able to focus him down. It's a bit harder with their comp. You know, they don't have too much in terms of burst. And have Hanzo poking away, but don't have the arrow.
And we do see the Odin coming in now. Also, though, they try to go for actually a fight. There's a double throw.
Oh, there's a
onto
double
two.
throw. Nice light bomb.
Can they
Hands on
get the Odin, though? Can they get him?
They are very low now.
Yeah, and you see what is happening in the backline? There's the Haka
Yeah.
on Darkov again.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they are committing too hard. Ooh.
Oh. Good pull there by the Anduin.
Yeah, definitely saving Garrosh's ass.
They do lose out on the Odin, so they weren't able to get much in that bottom here.
Yeah, and now, of course, we have ETC back. He does have a cooldown up for a stage dive, but they need to fight this now. And
There's a lick.
oh, I think
Oh.
they. Oh no!
Easy
What?
interrupt. I think that was a good stage dive there.
Yeah, I think so too. But now ETC is getting chunked by the Tigers. Can they get Murloc?
Hammer should be dead here.
Oh no! They can't.
Wait,
The rocket is alive.
I'm not sure if that throw, that toss was intentional. Onto ETC there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Unlucky,
Yeah,
if
I
anything.
mean, they do get to get that objective, so it's not completely bad.
And Kestrel says it's in chat, by the way. Great Ancestral, definitely. Moo Juice is playing out of his mind with the Ancestrals here. Like, all of them are incredibly valuable. And here's a toss onto the... But they can't kill it.
This time. Oh, Garrosh dying instead here.
Yeah, they
Diablo,
just
okay,
can't
trade
get
on the
enough damage
tanks.
in.
Oh, we do have Diablo respawning now. EDC even diving in, trying to get the kill onto the hammer. Couldn't quite catch her.
They are
And I
trying to
think
go
it's
for the
there.
camp. Oh!
there.
Azakate is being way too
Whoa.
aggressive, gets pulled in. And another
Yep.
ult coming in. Oh, the Anduin root almost gets Rhaegar. It won't be enough though.
That the hop over the wall by Hanzo, I think maybe it gave Darkov a bit of a heart attack.
Yeah. And now we have a decisive seed. And I don't want to be too pessimistic, but if the red team gets this, they could
Yeah,
go for core.
yep. I mean, the mid one is mid keep is basically dead, and it's a bit hard for.
Red team now just needs to go bot. Push bot. Mid will die anyways. And then try to see what they can do.
Ooh. Good job by the Deathwing there, interrupting Dami's Q. He really wanted to steal that camp. But the Hawk is also pushing up on the top, so we might
Yeah,
be
of
able to
course.
get double keep here if they don't respond quickly enough to clearing these garden terrace.
I think the blue team should stop mid. They don't need to defend this. This is undefendable. They just need to... Maybe a quick kill would be nice, but I just remember they can't get quick kills. That's the problem of the comp. And they
I'm
actually commit a whole cataclysm from mid. Try to get also the Dahaka, but it's a Dahaka, you can easily get out.
Yeah, so 2 keeps out of this. It looks like top might be defended.
Yeah,
He's struggling a bit though.
it's dropping
That's-
low though. And
They barely managed to save it.
kinda... not to be disrespectful or anything, it kind of feels like the blue team doesn't really have a plan for this map. Or... I mean, it kind of looks like it.
I think at the late game, yeah. During the early mid, they were playing the team fights pretty well. They did win some.
Yeah, definitely.
Once they
True.
were able to catch out the hammer, but now I think the Unstoppabros learning from their mistakes in the mid game. They're playing a lot more around the hammer as much as they can. So, yeah, with this late game, it is a bit tough for the Kebaps. Sure, I guess if they win at least one objective, it might help push out the lanes. As we see, the fort up in the top for Super Unstoppabros is pretty low. If they do get a decent team fight in the late game, then that mid keep is very exposed for the red side.
A problem for the
they cannot
Kebaps is, of course, if they lose the next team fight, the game is over. But the blue team needs to win at least 2 fights. So it's a tough situation for the Kebaps. It could be done, of course. But red team is doing what they do most successfully. They are already preparing their trap again with a invisible hammer. And of course Diablo just waiting for someone to walk in front of such a juicy wall.
I have the stage dives onto the hammer. I think the only issue is you can't
No one to follow up.
always you can't really just kill a hammer with stage dive, and there's not really anyone to dive with ETC onto the hammer.
Maybe if you synchronize
Unless
the
Deathwing,
Dragon Strike or something like that. Just you
If
need to be
Deathwing flies.
yeah, something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
then, but then you also need to be quick enough so that Moo Juice does not get another MVP play on the Ancestral. Yeah. Okay, so the Hacker is pressuring the core. On the other side, red team is now just channeling the seed. And of course, I forgot there was a big chicken in the sky.
Yep. Can still that up quite a bit.
Yeah. And of course, there's Hanzo on the other also, right? So a lot of stalling is possible here. That might be it. No, it's... I think he has 3 charges, but oh yeah, but the cooldown resets if he hit, or reduces at least if he hits someone. And we also get a Dragon Strike in. And now they are kinda split. Deathwing of course waiting to get
They do
maybe...
have a lot of poke with that Deathwing though. It's quite annoying. And we have the Hawk actually trying to pester the core.
Yeah, and now we have a first throw onto the Diablo who gets cleansed, and
Oh, there's the
backline
stage dive.
is completely exposed. They get a
Raygun,
kill though.
no.
Both-
Oh, the Ancestral didn't land.
that was so clutch right now. Darkov survived the onslaught by the Haka and Diablo, so this time it worked.
Yeah, we were talking about that team fight that they needed to win, and they did manage to win that. In terms of their actual terrors, it's not going to do much. We see the core actually almost dead from all the pressure.
Their objective
It's
now
at-
is to get 1
Yeah.
keep. They need 1 keep. That's the
Yeah, that's
win condition.
Trying to force that mid keep, but it's a bit hard. Hanzo's not the best with siege damage. You know, you kind of only have your Q and autos.
Also, there is an Odin and a hammer on the other side. So it's gonna be
really
tough.
difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, it is 5v3, and not getting too much done on this mid keep.
It's kinda in slow motion. Of course, the monster is still not there yet. So they need to get more siege damage in. This could have been done. And I mean, 5 seconds, and then Diablo is back, and then they could get re-engaged because a fight under our keep. Yeah, please. Wow!
Oh, there's the stage dive.
Stage dive. What is he thinking? And he gets licked by the Haka.
Oh, there's a good pull there. But you see the terrors now finally arriving. Wow, Garrosh. Almost getting killed by the rocket.
Can they
Got
get
the
out of
flame
there
buff.
though?
I did.
Okay, it looks like they're safe. That
So
was
they
a
won't be
very
recording.
ambitious stage dive.
Stage dive, yeah, it was
Yeah.
quite vicious
Whew.
there.
And was it you who said, yeah, maybe we don't have 30 minutes in the first match?
Sorry.
Or was it Nos? I'm not sure who, but I'm sorry to inform you in 10 seconds we will have cracked the 30-minute mark. But at least it's a good match, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it was me that said it. That Garden Terror hopefully wasn't a 30-minute match. But yeah, we just hit that mark here. In terms of that blue keep core, it is really low. Only thing with the hammer is it's not really possible to rush, backdoor onto the keep. It's pretty obvious when, you don't see the hammer for a long time. It takes them a while to get there.
Yeah, true. Okay, blue team decides to steal a camp. They're taking the initiative now, which I think is a good choice. Of course, the pressure now is really immense, right? Whoever loses the next team fight, and if that I mean like complete team wipe, lost the first map because you wouldn't be able to defend the core then.
Taking a look here, they're not actually pushing with the camps. Looks like they're just trying to paint the map blue.
They're just trying to
Getting
get.
it. Yep.
They're just looking for a job, for something to do, and yeah, they find it in doing camps.
Well, they did remove the camps off the side of Unstoppabros, so that does give them some relief that they don't have to worry too much about their lanes for a bit. Because yeah, with the 25% core, or 26%, it is really difficult if you have your lanes pushed in. You always have to have someone backing, clearing up camps and all that. So it buys them some space. But we do see they are trying to snipe out the top keep. It is pretty low. I feel like it's a really risky move here.
Yeah, and they back off now.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, do you think maybe just Rhaegar and Odin at core would be enough for 26%? And healed, of course. Like it's the big red button also. Does a lot of damage. Of course, there is a ETC on the other side, which can stage dive in.
Yeah. I think that would be a bit too close of a call for them.
Okay. Guys, we're going into the next seed spawning in 10 seconds. We also have almost 33 minutes going on in this Division 3 Grand Final. First map. And Pets and I, we are having a good time here. We are being entertained by two teams that give it a
It feels like a
all.
game 5, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
Even
Definitely.
the first. Yeah, that's what we were saying about this map.
Now that you mention it, yeah, actually.
Oh, I really like that the Hawk is pushing out bottom here. Kind of puts the blue side on a timer to get this objective. And
So much
they're
damage.
doing a decent amount with poking. There's a nice dragon.
Oh, are they going for Diablo now? Nice cleanse. It won't be enough though. There is a nice root light bomb also coming.
Oh, good
yeah,
rolls
it's
there
out.
by Damie. Oh, the Ancestral barely lands here. Double Ancestral, but it looks like Diablo will be dying. He will not have his response available this time.
What we missed on the offlane is actually ETC with the important
The Hawk is trying to core.
stun on the
Will he have
Haka.
enough time?
Ooh, oh yeah.
Tychus is running there too. And it's really close, I think, for them. Everyone's backing already.
Okay, there
All
we have the
Odin's
big
already
red
being
button.
committed. No, 2v3?
That's all. I think that's GG.
I don't think so. I think I'll be able to kill them both in time.
Okay. Oh, he's dead.
Oh wait, you're right. Oh, Varus just clutching it barely there.
656 HP left on the Dehaka.
Oof.
Dehaka, who definitely
close.
was the biggest threat the whole game. Let's check back with Nos and yeah, let's talk about almost 35 minutes of game.
Holy moly, what a game to kick off this series.
Not
So
bad at
back
all.
and forth.
Not
My
bad at all.
God. But wow, what a way to end it as well with the backdoor. And yeah, it is 1-0 to Super Unstoppabros, who take first blood in this series.
Yeah, I was trying to see what happened in the end there. Why the Garrosh didn't back? I think it was Garrosh and Win, because maybe they thought they can race with the core. But
I think Garrosh saw that the minion wave was coming and he needed to tank the attacks so that his team could back. I don't know why Anduin didn't back.
yeah, it was really close though at that last core. Very good decision though by Super Unstoppabros. I was gonna say Super Kebaps. I'll switch that up. Yeah, good decision to core there with the remaining members after that lost team fight. But yeah, exciting for game number 1.
Definitely. Kind of disappointed we did not get the Bloodlust game, but Muju's was so on point with his ancestral, so I guess he redeemed himself, kind of.
Honestly, for me though, I think Varus is the one to shout out on that Tahaka. Definitely the MVP in my eyes. Just created so much pressure the entire time, forced ETC to constantly be reacting to it. Also, deathless game, which is something you always like to see from any of your players, especially the offlane though. And like soaking nearly 41,000 experience. I know it was a long game, but still, that's
You just
serious.
know that Darkov will wake up tonight
Yeah.
with sweat in his bed and Darkov.
Yeah.
Like that has to be a nightmare. Always on him and always licking him, and that's not a good sign.
Yeah, he was absolutely everywhere this game. It's like, you walk into a brush, there's Varus. He's sideline soaking, there's Varus. You open your fridge, get a snack later, there's Varus. You know, he was absolutely everywhere on the map.
Yeah, and it shows his importance. Yeah, it shows his importance that the team fight, the blue team, a crucial team fight which they won, was when ETC stopped him from burrowing. That was like the fight in the mid lane. So Dehaka wanted to burrow in, ETC stunned him and then stage dived to the team fight, and that was so important there. So yeah, Varus for me too, definitely the MVP of that first map.
Yeah,
And
I have to agree with that.
Speaking of maps, we do have our map pick for game number 2. We will be going to Infernal Shrines. Redneck Kebaps opted to take first pick, and in response, Super Unstoppabros will be taking us to the classic Heroes Lounge map that is Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, everybody loves that map. It's pretty solid. Nothing really too cheesy going on. I mean, you could cheese, but yeah, they're not like. Yeah, it's just a really nice standard map, and everybody likes John Cena, so.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more of a predictable map. I think.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
And that's why we usually do see it as the first map in most series. But after the Terror match, the Garnet Terror game, I think both teams probably just want to,
Calm down a bit.
Yeah, calm down after that 30-some minute game. Exactly.
Yeah.
And we did see like some of those strengths coming out for certain members. Like you said, Dehaka, I think even with the Diablo as well, got focused on a lot in those fights, but also played pretty well, I think. Don't think there will be a ban on the hammer so much, but I did like the hammer pick. I'm curious to see if they have more tricks up their sleeves in that team. Any picks you're looking to see?
So obviously, again, a lot of the picks that we saw on the last map, I think, gain a lot of priority on this map as well. The Hanzo is very, very powerful. The Diablo is very powerful. The Deathwing is very powerful. So I would be interested to see if the likes of those do get picked up. And we do have to see. I think mages in general tend to be quite strong on this map, with the exception of probably Li Ming. Again, it's a wave clear, camp clear, shrine clear. So
also, there might be a Hogger coming in who can infinite spin on the objective or something like that, which I would really enjoy. Who can't like that doggy boy?
True.
Yeah, I'm excited. And to be fair, it was a close match, right?
Yeah.
Those teams. I think this could become a 5-map banger and not the proclaimed 3-0 by Nos. I'm really sorry for that. But I'm just thinking about the chat here, of course. And
Ooh.
we do get some spicy information by Transparent here, like the longest ever for this season, game on
Garden Terror.
Garden of Terror. So for your information, guys, that's if you like this information, hashtag thank you Transparent in chat, please,
Or
so
if
that
you
he
don't,
knows
then
he's
hashtag blame
appreciated.
Transparent. You can also blame Transparent if you didn't think that was very useful information.
Yeah, also do that. Or maybe if Transparent just could do like a poll about this. Should we thank him or blame him? Who knows?
I always blame him.
Always blame.
Always. Okay. Wow. So
Thanks,
many good
Transparent.
friends.
He's British, you know, he's British. You have to blame the Brits always.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
Got
did
me
not
this
know
far in
that.
life.
You
Well,
learn new things every day. All right. Blame the British. Guys, both teams are in our lobby. Just waiting for some stuff, and we will go into the next draft. And we already had some heroes that we thought might have some value here, as I said, like the Hogger. Yeah, I can't wait for it. I hope we will have the 1-1 for the purpose of having an exciting match and stuff.
But then if it goes 2-0, then you always have the possibility of the legendary reverse sweep, which is
Okay.
as
So
hype as it gets, you know. So
is a reverse sweep better than a 1-1, 2-1, 2-2? Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. I think a reverse sweep is like the most hype thing of, like, you know, it's like they were down and out. It looked like it was all done and dusted, and then bang, 3 games back to back, they claw it back. You know, it's super exciting.
You know what? I'm sold. Okay, I'll take that.
If there's one thing I know, it's narrative. You know, that's the one thing that I can do as a caster. I can't talk about what the players are doing or any of that kind of stuff, but I can make sure that there's a damn good story behind it.
Really nice.
Should be casting Lewis.
So
But it looks like
the team that's just a bit
Seems
ready
good.
to go.
Yeah, excited to get this next game going. But I'm
Okay.
here to see if there would be any target bans on the side of Kebaps.
I mean, the hacker.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
possible.
That's something that crosses my mind.
Mhm.
I do think this is a decent map for split pushing as well. It's something that I don't think a lot of teams do. It's something that I always actually really love on this map, is just giving the first objective when it's not that strong, especially if you're playing more of a scaling composition. And if you have something like a Tahaka who can push out the side and come and help with the defense then afterwards, I think it's a really decent opportunity to go for something along those lines. But yeah, I do expect. I wouldn't be surprised, I'll put it that way, to see the ban coming out.
Yes.
Blaze is another one that I think we'll be probably seeing a lot of bans for today. Yeah, I think it's very,
definitely.
very strong right now.
Let's look into it, guys. The draft for Inferno Shrines, our second map in this grand final of Division 3, is coming right in. And with you, we are Cakes, Pets, and Nosnari. It's gonna be awesome.
Yep, jumping into this, we will have the Kebaps with the first pick this time around. They're gonna go with the URL once more. And
Yes.
I'm really curious to see the offlaner picks in this game, because we saw last game on the side of Kebaps, they didn't really have a typical offlaner. I think they kind of that was part of the struggle against the Tahaka.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they have something a bit better
So,
for their off.
are the bans the exact same as in the first match right now? I think so, right?
I think so, yeah.
They banned Avala on the side of Unstoppabros last
Oh
time.
yeah,
I think
and the
Kebaps
Blaze was banned
Blaze.
on the. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're
First round was the same. It's just the Vala switched out for Fisto.
right. So like Sylvanas and Irel are being portrayed as the biggest threats of either team. And we
Think
get a
so.
Johanna
Oh.
first pick.
First pick on the Johanna, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I do think this is one of her better maps. Again, provides so much wave clear, so good on the shrines as well. Both of her ults can be pretty effective in these kind of like tight choke areas where we do see these fights taking place. Obviously, been very strong all season, so we haven't seen too much of her recently because she's been permabanned. But after the nerfs, is definitely a bit more balanced these days. I think is still
Yeah.
a very strong pick. Isn't OP anymore, but is still quite strong.
Yeah. Lucas gets the Hanzo for himself, so yeah, Bazarcade won't play him this time. And yeah, Hanzo is really strong on this map too because of explosive arrows, of course.
Yeah.
And provides a lot of shrine clear with that. Enduin and Rhaegar is now open, so they could switch healers
Yeah.
if they wanted to. Of course, they take Enduin because the enemy has Johanna and yeah, Falling Sword, Light Bomb engage is a training wheel comp, which is just really easy to execute and just gets so much value. But we get a Stukov on the other side, which is big.
Yeah. I think it's a really solid draft so far for the Kebaps. With Stukov the Orc, they have a lot of good team fight potential with these picks. In terms of Unstoppabros, good starting point too. I'm curious to see what tank they'll pick with. I think Diablo's still an option for them. I know Damien is very favorable with the Diablo. Played it pretty well last game too. So
Ooh, Deathwing Band because of Lyric and Tomb.
Yep.
And of course, Entomb, Lyric himself is already a really good pick on this map because he does provide again a lot of shrine clear. But with Stukov together, he gets budget level 20. So Silence and Tomb will be at the ready from level 10.
I like that Kebaps banned out the hammer there in response to the Deathwing ban, because I think there's still potential for the hammer at that point. But yeah,
Does mean that
Looks
the
like-
Haka has been left open though, but they're actually going to go for Sonya offlane, and with the Medivh, that's a pretty spicy one coming out. Medivh, not one that we see too much of, apart from maybe in like the like Division 1 plus, Division 1, really high elo. But
Medivh definitely the hero that can be the most annoying in the game. Like if you have a good player who can really bring Medivh to his fullest, then yeah, that's so annoying.
I think he is the most broken hero in this game. His kit is just insane. But Valid Junkrat coming out. I do like the Junkrat into
Imperious
main tank. So this is one of the things. This is one of the things that Medivh does so well. Is he enables so many picks to become main tank. Just because A, his protected makes you so much tankier. B, he can be the kind of mobile ward that you normally want to provide vision for the team. And obviously, portals can be used for both engaging and for disengaging. So Medivh is the best tank in the game, in my opinion.
I had kind of expected the Diablo again too, though, because Medivh and Diablo is such a strong combo. And also, you could have done like Apocalypse, Dragon Arrow, and stuff like that. But we will see how this will fare.
I was actually thinking they'd go for Stitches because you can get that kidnap cup with the Medivh. It would have been fun to watch, but yeah, we'll see how it goes with the Imperious.
All right, Pets, how about you and me go into the map, say bye to Nos, and do our best to present the chat what will happen here.
Have fun, guys.
See you soon, Nas, hopefully.
Bye.
Before 30 minutes this time.
Only on this condition.
But here we go, jumping into game number 2. Once more, we will have Super Unstoppabros. We will have them 1 up in the series now, into game number 2. So, playing on the Medivh, got Lucas, and got Murloc Karate on the Hanzo, Damie playing Imperious, Varys on the Sonya, and... Am I missing someone here? Mujuice, sorry, on the Anduin.
It's just the moo juice. On the left side, we have the Redneck Kebaps. They are down 1 map and they need to get back into the winning game now. We have Aidanya playing Leorek. We have Darkov on the Vala. We have Vigi on Stukov. File on Johanna. Bazarcade this time with the Junkrat. And we do see a swap in positions here because Darkov was the Enduin last name. And here, by the way, is a nice... What?
Get up.
I like the baby bottles.
Teeny Portal, I worked. Got him out.
Yeah, you're right. It did work.
I only had 1 stack anyway. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered too much, but yeah. Let's see. I think
16 stacks on Creed of the Hunter by Vala, by the way.
Yeah.
40
Oh,
seconds in.
it was staff?
Yeah, it's a auto attack Vala.
Yeah, auto attack. That's a bit surprising. See, whoa, Damien leaving with just 10 HP there. Getting out just by the seat of their pants in these early fights.
Yeah. Okay,
But
now of course we have Medivh scouting that there is a camp being done, and ooh,
that portal is a bit questionable. That was a bit of a debate.
I love that chat said Lucas Medivh is weird.
Yeah.
Thank you
think we
for the
saw a bit of
information.
that. Saw a switch of that there. That portal. But I think it'll be interesting to see how they play the first shrine objective, because I feel like Super Unstoppabros will need their 10s before actually being able to do much in this game. But after that point, I think that's when it might become a bit more spicy.
Yeah, that's true. We have level 4 now coming in, and it's a
Oh,
slight
there's
XP advantage, and
like
there's a
an
big
evade?
spare. But Sonya is
Oh.
coming in from the back. That's so bad. Sonya is
Sonya.
there. There's this lyric though. Ooh,
Oh, that portal!
that Imperius!
Whoa.
That Imperius!
Oh.
God, he can get out.
Varus kind of got left behind there. Oh, and yep.
I gotta say, Vigi on his Stukov is really like I'm impressed already. Those silences.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But portal, I'm not sure if the team was on board with going that deep. It's a very big portal into the team.
Why are you there? Come
Yeah.
back, please. No, I don't want to.
I can't tell if the portal was actually supposed to be for a re-engage or it was supposed to be to escape. I think some people looked like Damien went in and was like, wait, I'm not supposed to be here, and then had to come immediately out. Varus was like, wait, I'm spinning, I can't stop. Couldn't get back into the portal.
Yeah,
It was unfortunate.
was kind of weird, and the blue team could take advantage out of it. So Sonya is now hard pushing bot, while blue team goes for the objective with all 5, and I think that's a mistake. They should send someone to get level 7 in.
Yeah. I think Varus after that death was like, okay, I'm not gonna be with this team until 10. I'm just gonna go back to my lane.
Yeah.
I'll get baited by the portals.
Are they gonna 39 it? No, they're not. Okay.
No.
So his name is John Cena, and there he is.
Is an arcane is first Punisher. Shouldn't get too much if the team responds quickly enough.
Because there's a jump
Probably just a
baited,
wall.
which of course is no surprise for anyone because everybody does that.
Yeah.
Division 7 does that too. So nicely done by Dami, sorry. Yeah. And there's again Varus with the Sonya just being in the backline, but this time it's not gonna work as easy. And there's
Good portal this time.
that was a really good portal, yeah. Lucas redeeming his name as the Medivh player here.
So, yep. First Punisher just getting the wall down. Bit of damage onto the forts. But both teams pretty even. I think Kebaps does get a bit of a XP lead just from that kill earlier. And getting the wall down.
Yeah, it's not much, that's true.
Yeah. We'll be curious to see the 10s being picked up. Oh!
Nice
Good
try
job
on
there.
Murloc Arcade, but he gets out. The Rocket's still alive. And Varus now coming from mid, and that could be again... Oh yeah, he's going for it. Okay, I knew it. Priority on the offlane means there will be a gank, because Varus is always in the backline. And there it comes, and should be a spear to Vala's face.
Ooh, dropping pretty low.
Big heals by Vigi keeping the Vala alive. And of course, Vala has the Gambit talent, right? So when
Yeah,
she
you
dies,
can't.
she loses the stack, and it's just a high priority to keep your Vala alive.
Yeah, we might see a lot of those team fights in the later game where you might have team members sacrificing themselves just so Valak can hold
There
on
is
to
a-
those stacks.
There is one problem though. Next time Sonya comes for that, she might have leap.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I was
the
thinking the same.
Stukov has to shove her away or something like that, because that's gonna be a dead Vala. By the way, on bot we have a fight
Ooh,
against
Oh, good pull there. Yep.
really nicely done, Moo Juice. Moo Juice. Oh, that's just milk, right? Ah, wow, I'm stupid. Just got that.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not my first language. Ah!
Nah,
Okay,
that's fine.
level 10 is coming in. We have
Clever name.
Entomb, we have for Lailing Swipe, the Blessed Shield, Riptire, as well as the Rain of Vengeance, so no Beyblading from the Walla. And we again the Dragon Strike. Okay, I thought maybe they want to go leap into Dragon Arrow or something like that.
Yeah, I think maybe because they have the Light Bomb and Squall, they figure should be enough. I do like the Dragon Strike on this map because you get quite a bit of value. You do see him going in for the W stacks. Would get a lot of his cooldown reduction at 20.
Oh, they are doing mean things again.
Oh, Leoric
It's so
Oh,
dead.
rest in peace, Leoric.
So dead.
No,
Wow.
he's not
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That was telegraphed though, so I think Lyric could have known that something is amiss when
yeah, I think it
everybody
was
is missing.
but
And
I
so
think they
this...
probably thought they were.
There
setting
is
up on the
it.
other
There,
side.
there it is. It's the
Oh,
4-man lane lane.
four.
It's gonna be the big
That's
thing.
huge. There's the Dragon Arrow.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Dragon Strike. That actually the dude was Imperious in that. It was just a bit deep.
They
So
get
it
in
does end up being a trade.
One, two,
Whoa.
The milk gets
the
expired.
Hanzo meant to- Oh, Hanzo's still trying to run. Can they get him out?
I mean, there is a... Yeah.
Oh, great portal there. Good job by
Because-
Lucas.
Yeah. Here, by the way, sits on 24 stacks, so half of it is done. Kind of weird. A 4-man ley line, and I guess the Dragon Strike was a bit late, and the leap did not hit everybody. But I mean, that's their setup, right? They want to ley line, then they want to leap into it, want to light bomb into it. The Dragon Strike is on its way. Everybody presses R, and red team is happy. Ooh, and Lyric again getting ganked this time only by Zonya and Medivh, and drops so low still. Oh, that's gonna be
Really
hard.
close one there. We'll need to learn to be a bit more careful in the rotations. But this fort is gonna drop. We'll see how much value they can get onto the keep wall.
Frozen Punisher is, of course, always something that you want for yourself and never against yourself. Oh, and
Yeah,
I
of course,
forgot,
but
and his name is John Cena. Sorry. There are traditions in this game.
So there's leap. They should have enough damage to burn it down before it gets much value on the keep.
It will get
Oh.
the...
You have Riptide coming out there.
And the ley line. And they might go for something here, and...
Oh.
Okay, nice shot. The Rhine of Vengeance stops the Imperious, but there is an...
Catches out the Johanna there.
Yeah, a Wrath of Tangira is coming.
There's still
Johanna.
a Punisher here on the blue side. Oh, Bleep completely whiffs. And they do get a kill onto the Johanna.
Yeah, but now
Right.
Lyric is here.
He's chasing with the portal. Can Stukov get out? Is trying to walk away.
I think
We do have
Lyric
Entomb
needs,
still.
Lyric needs to do something with an Entomb, yeah.
Oh, there it is. But he kind
Maybe
of
not
kept
that.
on his own Junkrat.
And actually cancels it
Yeah.
too early, so the bombs don't hit. And that's a dead Vala, and that's Dex gun again. Ouch. Oh, that was bad.
That was rough. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels bad. Oh, it's
Always kind of
it's the
feels different.
first. Not again. It's just the first deaths. I'm sorry for that, of course.
But that teamfight did bring to Unstoppabros a lot of XP to get. How many kills was that? 4? 4? Yeah, I think it was like 4 kills there.
Yeah, 5 kills for the red and 3 for the left side in total. And they shifted the the momentum here. And by the way, 37 stacks on
Yeah.
Arcane Rift.
And 3 left for Medivh. Really close to getting the rest of the stacks. And then time to feed, right?
True.
That's the first thing you do once you get your 40.
The first thing you do is just int. That's how you play medieval. I think that's actually in the AGBs of Field of the Storm somewhere.
Yeah. That's unwritten rules. But in terms of structures, the Unstoppabros are not look too great on the map here. That mid fort is halfway down. I think they just need a good team fight at the next objective. And they can try to push it back.
I like you just boiled down Heroes of the Storm to one sentence. They just need one good team fight. to be
Yeah.
objective.
They had a good team fight down the bot when they chased. But I think it was more of a mistake by Kebaps for maybe overstaying a bit
Yeah.
and not uh, pressing some of their buttons at the right time.
Everybody is going bot now. Only Lyric remains on top. So they need to go. Blue team has to leave that camp. And also there might be a... They could leyline now. Lyric
I think
is
they want to
seen on
save it
top.
for the objective.
I mean, if they get a quick kill or 2 kills now, the objective is theirs anyway.
That's true.
Okay, Lyric now getting scared, returning. Ah, okay. And we have Junkrat on the bot lane. I mean, both teams have level 16 now, so they can go for a fight, the blue team that is. Red team has, kind of a small advantage in the level, so it's not that much. Still, it's recognizable, and they could just stall a bit. No, everybody is on top. Okay, everybody wants the John Cena. I mean, that's good for us. Gonna see some exciting team fights here.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see which one engages first. They're gonna go with the portal engage or ley line? Because this getting out. Oh, there's actually gonna be a leap. Team is a bit far to follow.
Light bomb and also the Dragon Strike Barricade is almost dead.
Oh, it's on the red side.
Yeah. Okay, so we still have Leyline and we still have Ravota and Geras. On the other side there is the Blessed Shield, but everything else is still there. And we have Zhonya going in hard on Leoric.
You see a decent lead in Skulls for the Unstoppabros. Oh, there's a nice lane 9 on 3. Do they have anything to follow up with? Oh, I thought they were gonna have Wrath here.
There is a nice shish Kebab onto the Vala. Who, by the way,
oh,
gets
there's a
her
Wrath
second
doesn't quite
stack.
connect.
Vala
So,
just got her second stack for the
Only
auto
2
attack.
left now.
The Lyric is just eating so much damage.
He still has a tomb up. I'm really surprised he didn't use it on the side there. I think he could have got both the and doing Hanzo caught out.
Yeah, true. That's really weird now that you mention it. There is now a try to get the Medivh, but he drops low and there is a nice comp. And,
Yeah, Johan is dead.
yeah. Oh. And his name is John Cena, guys. We have...
You gotta back up. Can't stay at the fort.
And of course
Okay, so
now
they
they
can-
lose. Okay, I mean, Lyric can still bait him over, right? He can self-cleanse.
Doesn't look like he's gonna be on the defense here. Just to
Oh yeah,
push.
true, he is in mid.
Yeah.
Good thing that you have
They do
an
have a fort.
eye for the map.
I was a bit surprised because right after that fight, yeah, they didn't really. I'm not sure why they didn't use him too. Like before the whole Medivh ley line,
Yeah, yeah.
because I think they could still have fought it a bit more.
Yeah.
For Johanna fell.
Of course, the problem with Entomb is that the enemy still has the Medivh, right? We can just portal them out. But yeah, they need to use it. That's their biggest engage tool. Aside from Blessed Shield, of course. But still. Not pressing your R button in a big team fight. That's that's a crime, actually.
Ooh.
And they're going. Are they going for it? They are going for it. Oh.
Johanna's kind of the only one on the point here for their side. Good job by Stukov trying to peel. Johanna just barely managed to make it out. Wrath missing. Oh, Damien in trouble.
Yeah, they should
And,
get in there.
It's gonna
Nice.
be a trade on the offlanes.
Are they gonna chase? Doesn't seem like it. They don't want to do the same mistake that they did the first time. But level 20 is almost around the corner, so they might have needed to chase. They might have needed to get another kill in, stagger them, so that there won't be a level 20 invade. It's a tough, again, it's a tough time for the blue team. They have to be very careful with every step they take now. As
Yeah, I
level
think
20 is approaching. Nice. Yeah, there's a Leyline coming. Ooh, and Vala vaults in.
they are gonna be trying to forcing onto this point. Sonya
Okay,
gets
now-
onto it.
Ooh.
There's a boop. There's a leap back. Nice job.
That's just
And they're
ping
gonna
pong at
take
this
that.
point.
Yep. Sonya pretty deep in here. Got another reset on the Dragon Arrow. I keep saying Dragon Arrow, it's Dragon Strike. It looks like an arrow though.
Yeah, I knew what you
My
were
bad.
talking about. I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure.
Oh, I
I'm pretty sure
appreciate it.
Chad knew to that.
Yeah. But I really like the how Sonya played that fight. Because he forced
Yeah,
out
it
to the
wa-
point, got booped out, leaped back in. But very well played by the red team.
No, you don't. Ah.
So, you're gonna steal away this camp.
Yeah, and blue team has to let them do that. They need
Yeah.
20. They can't even look at the red team without 20.
Let's see. How much attack speed does Vala have? Oh, I can't math this. But they did lose one of their stacks. So only 20% bonus attack. Even
I mean, in terms of stats, we do see that Junkrat is the biggest damage on the blue side. But Hanzo's damage, I thought it would have been more actually. He hit some big dragon strikes there. But yeah.
let's see here.
Level 20s.
So Kebaps setting up early. That camp is going to be pushing up top. I mean, if they leave it too long, you can get the keep.
There is a ley line. Medivh cheats also activated.
Stukov. Good job by Stukov dodging out on the ley line.
And now Vala
But
has
Vala
no
is
chance
just
there.
absolutely bursted down.
No chance. Like, if the enemy has Dragon Strike, you don't go into that small passage there.
I'm waiting on the buried alive. Are we gonna be seeing that? Oh, there's a good buried alive there.
Should get the
Let's
Hanzo
get
too.
the kill, get two. Oh, and Joey. Oh, Lucas.
Wonderfully done by Lucas,
Dirty.
who is a weird but good maybe.
Very good Medivh play there. Able to catch out all the leftover members and nice team fight there. And they also even get the top keep because had a catapult pushing with the camp. So keep down.
So
This
this,
one will be going
situation went from bad to worse. Pets, what's the chance for the blue team? How do they get back into this map?
At the moment, just wait for everyone to respawn. Probably defend the Punisher at the core. I mean at the keep. You get a good jump in. Yeah, everyone will be up in time for the defense.
I mean, the big
So-
problem is, of course, whenever they want to engage or something, then there is a Medivh who can first of all see where they are, so he gets vision, and then if they do something which could be critical, there's going to be a ley line. So, I mean, how to
think-
play against something like that?
They need to engage, I think, a bit more preemptively because we see most of the engages are by the red side so far. They have the leap. We also have Wrath, even at the Medivh ley line, and it seems like Kebaps are just playing a bit too, how do you say, like reactively, and I think it's not working out too well for them.
Okay,
Because we saw Bala getting absolutely blown up in the
yeah, that
really
was
early in that fight.
insane damage.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's a Vala, right? So, she
It
is
is pretty
squishy as hell.
But they do have the tools to peel for her. Like with
She
Stukov
didn't go for
and
Gloom
Flesh
either, by
Shield.
the way. So
With
no
which one?
spell shield on 13 for Vala.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's the auto attack heal. I don't know if that's so smart. But those people, of course, every last one of them is a better player than I am, so they know what they do.
There's
Okay,
my jump on Joe.
that's 2 ults out.
Yeah, I feel.
And Riptire hits nothing, so no extra cooldown reduction.
Blobs are managing to burn down the Immortal pretty quickly. Might be able to defend this keep actually.
And there's
Oh,
a jump
but
with a
there's
light
the-
bomb.
And they're diving really hard now.
There's a
With less
nice
shield,
shield.
able to slow down the fight.
Rather
Damien's
than
actually a
use
bit
field.
caught out.
Yeah,
Can't get to the portal. Damien will be dying here.
Yeah,
But
he needed to for that.
they do lose the cube as expected, but you know, at least they don't have to defend their core.
Leoric is trying his best to go whatever. Oh.
Nice portal. Lucas in bird form getting that portal out. What a scam of a hero.
And they get bot keep now. They should just walk bot and get a keep. even out the bot lane and also get a win condition in.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's 4v5. The keep is basically dead. They just have to throw some damage
Problem, of
onto
course,
it.
always being ley line. But Medivh is not there, so
Yeah.
if they are fast... Oh, but Varus is again there. He's gearing up.
No, they got
And
it. Just have to back out really fast to make sure they don't get leaped on. Oh, there's the
there's
leap.
a leap. Oh,
Nice.
and that
Great
was
job by the
amazing.
Valor.
That was amazing. Medivh
Okay,
cheats.
triple car.
By the way, of course, we have
Oh,
done...
but shield missed there. That's
Misses.
really unlucky. They're gonna have to sprint out of here. I think Johanna can die, just don't want to lose anyone else in the process. So,
So she's
Junkrat
dead.
should be safe. Looks like it's already mounted up. Yep, and the other rest are able to move away. But Johanna sacrifices herself. It looks like they were sprinting to the core second. I'm like, I'm not sure if you're able to do that.
Yeah, they
That-
decided otherwise. They had their little pets on their shoulder and saying, yeah, don't do that. Okay, we don't do that. They decide to steal a camp, which I guess is fine. They should try to get a stagger death though. Because tank will be back in 20 seconds.
I don't think Kebaps will give them the opportunity. They're really holed up in their base waiting for their tank to respawn.
Yeah, of course. But
Oh, Leoric?
they want Leoric, and Leoric, of course,
Okay,
is
that's
out, has to leave now. But the problem is, of course, Medivh just has to be in range and has to get a ley line in, and that's most certainly a kill then. So, it's so frustrating to play against a good Medivh, or a weirdly good Medivh or something like that. Like,
Yeah. You've been good, as you said.
yeah,
Look
definitely.
at has been doing really well these games. Next objective, spawning up top. It's gonna be a risky one for Kebaps. They have to win it, because otherwise that's gonna be marching on your core. You want that. And
All right, 15 seconds for the next objective, which, if the red team gets it, would directly go to core. On the other hand, there still is a 4 on the red side, which of course means they have a fountain there. They could back down in the middle of a fight, heal themselves back
definitely
up.
their favor.
Yeah, so...
They need Leoric in this fight.
And there
Oh.
is the Medivh cheats. Again, 2 people in. And,
Oh!
yeah,
Oh no,
nothing.
that's
he
Our
can't do anything
Junkrat
there.
got. Yeah.
Oh, it just feels bad. We may need to consult Heroes Lounge because I mean we have proof that Medivh cheats. It's in the talent. Like we might need to consult Transparent for that. We will see. Of
Yeah, I think that
course.
was a bit fortunate.
Sorry, go for it.
Like even Johanna used her blood shield trying to peel there, so you don't even have much tools to try to contest here.
I
Yeah,
think
Damien is in the bush. Oh, doesn't quite notice the two behind.
there's an entomb
Decent,
onto
very
one.
low. Yeah, let's catch that Anduin. Team wasn't in range to follow up though. I think
No damage on
Oh,
the Vala by the Dragon Strike. That was... but it's gonna be enough to kill her. That's GG.
yeah,
That is GG.
yeah, looking very dire.
No Muju to make man.
Hunting down the Stukov, but at that point, I think Sonya can just finish off the objective and won't have their healer or Vala for that defense. Yep. Looking like team 2 going over to red team.
Yeah, I think they use the Entomb too scarcely. They just need to be like more on top of that and just try to be really quick with something, get a quick kill and get out of there. Of course, that's almost impossible against Medivh, but that's what I've been saying the whole game, right? Yeah, they need to catch someone out of position.
Actually, they stalled a bit on the capture with Punisher. Will they have enough damage if Vala's back in time?
First of all, Lyric comes back now. They do have the Buried
Oh.
Alive.
There we go. He got a really good leap. Was able to bait the Punisher away from the core.
Yeah, now Vala is
The rest
here.
of the team is on it though. Oh, there's the Berry Live on Sonya.
two
Just a
tools
pull.
to get out of there. One is enough.
No, that's just too
No.
much damage. It's gonna be GG.
G,
Two super
G
Unstoppabros.
indeed. Yeah, let's go back to Nos and talk about cheating Medivh.
Medivh is cheap. Medivh is cheap. I've always said it.
Yeah,
Remove this hero from the game, please, Blizzard. It is too OP.
I second that.
But yeah, Super Unstoppabros really putting themselves in a commanding position now with a 2-0 lead, putting themselves on championship point. And now within touching distance of getting themselves one of these lovely medals. But
Do you mean this one?
Oh yeah, exactly like that one. Yeah. Very nice.
That's yours.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't. Oh,
Oof.
oh.
Oh.
But,
Just being
Very
mean,
nice.
guys. Just being mean.
But this does obviously set up for that fantastic narrative that I was talking about, where Redneck Kebaps now, if they want to win this, they will have to do it the hard way and come back with the reverse sweep.
But they will also
Otherwise,
have to ban Medivh now every game.
I think it's yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility. Luke is doing a lot of work on the Medivh. Likewise, Murloc Cricket on the Hanzo doing so much damage, which is very, very difficult for anybody on the side of Redneck Kebaps to deal with. So, yeah, Super Unstoppabros now in a pretty commanding position, and they have one hand on the trophy already, basically.
Yeah, it was a fun game to watch. We saw in the early that those portals, Lucas was just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
But it
That-
really
that
pulled
first
through.
one was really nice, yeah.
Yeah, there was one that killed Sonya too, but
I forgot
they
about
managed
that.
yeah, it was pretty funny. But I think kind of just settling into Medivh, and then we saw some really great lane lines once into the mid and late game. Definitely very important. And
That level 16 talents that just reduces the cooldown
It's
of the
just
it's ridiculous.
that shouldn't exist. That shouldn't exist.
It's like it's supposed to be an 80-second cooldown. After level 16, it's basically a 20-second cooldown. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I just remember this Medivh cheats where he just did this L. Like,
yeah.
first of all, telling your enemy it's a loss. Yeah, sticking him in the L, and then just getting everybody in. That was so nice.
To be fair, though, I actually do think that Kebaps had a decent draft to respond to him, Medivh. Like the Junkrat and Stukov are both deep good options to answer this.
They did good in the early game.
Yeah, because you can disrupt the portals so well with the boop, with the silence. But just late game, there's just too much to keep track of with a Medivh, especially when you have like a Sonya and an Imperius jumping on top of you as well. Hanzo throwing out so many skill shots that you have to dodge, and
It might have been a problem that both of the damage dealers were so squishy. Like, imagine instead of the Vala, you get another frontliner or something that
Hogger or
can take a
something.
punch. Yeah. Oh, wow, such a good idea, Nos.
thank you.
Yeah, that would have been good for Shrine Clear. He can't be killed that easily. Could have like the shockwave to stop an engage or something like that. That would have been really good, actually. Yeah.
I also wasn't too big of a fan of the auto attack on Vala. I feel like that was just a bit odd, especially with the Medivh. He's got portals in and out. Don't really get that opportunity to just sit there and auto attack them as you would into some other comps. But we'll see whether they try to go for something similar again. Because, like I said, I think it was a pretty decent draft. All the heroes they worked well together as well. But maybe going to game 3, they'll have a bit more of a
It's my pleasure
coordination
that
in those
we
fights.
have a third map. Do you guys want to guess what it is? Or do you know? Did you peek?
I mean, we're in the lobby already, so I can kind of tell.
No! God, okay, so maybe that we can still go with the bid. So what do you guys think? What will it be?
Can let the audience guess.
Well, I also see on stream that it's been revealed that we are in fact going to Alterac Pass for game number 3. Unlucky guys, maybe you can get some sort of
Good try.
predictions going.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna slowly disappear from here, and you guys do without me.
And it was picked up by the side of Super Unstoppabros, and I think it was a good decision because we saw with the first game, and a bit with last one as well, they do have a bit of a stronger macro in terms of their rotations, in terms of the taking camps at the right moments. So I think that's really important for Alterac. We see with they only have the one camp. I forgot what it's called. It's Knights, Control camps. But it is pretty important to get those on cooldown, knowing when to get those. So it would be pretty strong for them in the next match.
Yeah, and then I suppose for Alterac in terms of heroes, again, you mentioned the importance of the camp clear, but also poke is very, very potent on this map. You see the likes of Junkrat, Chromie, Li Ming, these sort of heroes tend to do very, very well, and you can deny the turn-in of the objective pretty effectively from a safe distance with any of these heroes. And Stitches is another one that we see a lot on this map as well. He has so many little pockets where there's no vision, where he can get these nice big hooks over the wall.
My personal hero of this map is Zamuro, because you can solo the objective, and which is what I really like to do. I mean, we also see that with Nubarak or something like that, right? The Beatles taking. And just always sneak in, get the copies out, let them tank, get some seconds of the objective, get out of there, soak, and do that again. And I mean, one team already showed that they like to be annoying, so Samuro is an annoying hero too.
True. Hogger's another one that I think on this map. Just watching him take camps on this map, it's just so silly where it's just like whoosh, 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 the camp dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose boss control is the other thing that's nice on this map as well. Obviously, 2 different bosses. It's not the strongest of bosses, but
it is a boss, so
yeah, exactly. It is something that even if you don't want to push with it, it'll force rotation from your opponents, which gives you a little bit more room to push in mid lane or push in with the cam, set up for the objective, these sort of things.
And when talking about boss control, we are of course talking about Gust by Falstad, right? And that would be Falstad is just an amazing pick, like overall, and of course on such a big map as Alterac Pass, could be a really good pick there for either team.
Yeah, completely agree. I think he's very, very strong in competitive play, especially. I think he's probably the DPS which has the most utility between having that global, having the mighty gust, two very, very strong tools for competitive play. It doesn't have quite as much damage as the likes of a Vada or a Grey Mane or anything like that, but just in terms of raw utility, and I do think utility is very, very important when it comes to competitive. So I'd like to see it getting picked.
Might also see the Haka once again. Can't forget the play.
Yeah, definitely.
Unstoppabros in the first game. It's also pretty decent map for the Haka pick.
Good thing there's someone with functioning memory here. Yeah, I already forgot about that. That Haka was sick. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But a lot of options available.
Okay, but
both sides.
I mean, so blue team needs to ban the Haka, they need to ban Medivh, and they have been banning Irel the whole time, right? So might this be the time for Irel to shine? And then we will see why they banned her all the time.
I believe both teams have a pretty high priority on the Urel, and they do have first pick themselves this time, of course, so they could potentially let it through and first pick it. It is another hero who has good boss control, in fact, obviously. Having that knockback can be very, very strong. The fact that she can use her absorb ultimate as well, she gets the unstoppable at level 20, so really, really difficult to take a boss against the Urel composition. So
yeah, the Urel, they've got a really high win rate. It's I think 10 out of 11 games.
That's pretty good.
They won really well, so that's probably why they're trying to focus up on the Urel ban. But hopefully we can get the game started soon.
No, the teams are just talking about who is getting the first pick.
Yeah.
Pretty important.
Definitely important. Yeah, I mean, you can't give map pick and first pick to the same team. I mean, I would love it for me, but
I was casting the Division 5 semi-finals a few weeks ago, and I was setting up a lobby, and I accidentally said it's a coin toss. So.
Ooh. Awkward. It's okay.
Happens to everybody.
Yep. So sometimes one of those days. But it looks like these are good to go. I am curious to see if Blaze will sneak in at some point, because it's been banned out every game as well.
He's so strong. I think he is probably the strongest hero on the patch. For competitive play, at least. Maybe not for solo queue, but he is also quite strong in solo queues.
Yeah, no, so I gotta say, like, the importance and the like his impact gets bigger the higher up in the divisions or in the MR he plays. So he plays. Ha. Ha. Funny because his name is Blaze. Ha.
Oh,
Ha.
top tier German humor right
Yeah.
there.
Thank you. That was me.
Can we get a slow clap? Text there. Get a kick W.
But we are into the draft on Alterac Pass, so will be interesting to see, do Redneck Kebaps have anything spicy up their sleeve? Because if there is any time to pull out a pocket pick, it is in game number 3 when you're down 2-0 in a best
It
of
is
5.
Hail Mary time.
It absolutely is. Once again, going to see the Urel and the Sylvanas being banned out, so pretty bit of deja vu from the first 2 games.
Yep. Here's to see then the second ban here is going to be a Nubarak. Interesting. So not
Because
going
they
for
don't want that.
Yeah, no Medivh ban, that's open. So have the Hawk open. Have Blaze still available. Bella as well. A lot of options available. Here's to see Unstoppabros.
Ooh, the
actually,
Junkrat.
Blazes let through.
Are they just saying take Blaze?
There's the
yeah.
that seems like it.
We take Medivh again, but you can have Blaze.
In fairness, the Junkrat ban does make sense. We were talking about the importance of poke on this map, but Varus does get his hands on the Dahaka once again, so will be a difficult thing to deal with.
We have Darkov? Oh no, okay, it's not Darkov on Anduin again. Oh, damn it. I was almost in the... They are gonna switch, right? Berserkade was the Hanzo and... Are
So
they
we're gonna see it.
messing with me? Wow.
I see Vala coming out for Unstoppabros. Remember, that's a 100% win rate Vala for that team. So, could be interesting to see. Yeah, it is a bit scary. Curious to see if they will go for maybe a double support or something more tanky to try to make space for the Vala.
I'm going to ban out the Varian for now. Obviously, Varian Anduin, father and son duo, it's pretty solid combo as well. Being able to put the light bomb onto the Anduin, or sorry, onto the Varian, he charges in, he taunts afterwards, and yeah, that's a pretty nasty.
By the way,
change.
Johanna is still open, right? We could see this time the training comp engage.
But we shall see what the ban is now for the Kebaps. They're going to get rid of the Rhaegar, so getting rid of that early cleanse, which can be very, very potent. Obviously, probably the best camp taking to support as well. Again, camp taking very important on this map. And again, Rhaegar is just quite strong right now, I think. Alongside Stukov, probably the best support in the game.
Yeah, and you said Stukov, there's Stukov. I said Johanna, there's Johanna, but for the other team. And we get Diablo on the other side. What will be the... It's the Sonya, okay.
Sonya.
Ooh.
I think it makes sense. They kind of want to reach into the back line.
So last time we said, okay, maybe they need something beefier to withstand that. And they go to the front line and Murloc Rakete gets back onto Tychus just to counter that. Spicy.
Yeah. In terms of drafts, I think it's very even in this game.
Yeah.
Not really favored in either side. I think both can work really well.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on their coordination on those team fights.
Of course, as a Diablo player, you kind of hate playing against the Tychus. So you will have to play around that bigger they are, or maybe ding 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 even. Whatever he will take.
I'm not a big fan of Johanna as a tank for Tychus, though. That is the one thing I will say, because Tychus is relatively short range if he doesn't go to level 1 to give him the extra auto attack range.
Garrosh would have been amazing.
He kind of has to stand still in order to deal a lot of damage, especially if he is trying to melt the Diablo. And Johanna doesn't really have the lockdown to keep them in place to allow Tychus to shred. But
you know who has lockdown to keep people in place? Blaze. Ha! Second
very
one.
true. But I'm going to let you guys take over as we get into game number 3 on Alterac Pass. Take it away.
Alright. Would you like to swap sides?
Sure.
Alright, we're going to start off with the Redneck Kebaps playing for their playoff and season lives. Being down at 2-0 right now, or 0-2. We're going to have Diablo being played by Vigi. Also have Drakov on the Grey main. We also have Sonya played by Fail. Razakade on the Hanzo, and Idanya on the Blaze.
And on the right side, we have the Super Unstoppabros, who with one more victory can claim the Division 3 reign of what season? Season 17, I believe we are.
Yes.
And we have Lukas playing Vala. We have Juice, the Milkman, on Stukov. Malak Rakete playing Tychus. De Haka is played by Vitters again. And Dami is on Johanna.
Alright. Looking into this game, we have Vala with the auto attack. Just like last game, but for the opposite side. Interesting. And other talents?
I like that they went for like 2 solo laners on this map, so they can just have Zhonya bot and Blaze on top. Both can hold their ground perfectly as they are solo laners. And Zhonya will be the one doing the camps. As Diablo goes bot to soak for her.
Yeah, Sonya definitely a better camp taker in person. Especially in the early Red Blaze.
By the way,
Hanzo.
you might not like it, but it's a auto attack Vala again.
Yeah, I mentioned that. It was a bit of a curious pick. I do think it could work because there are 3 melees for the side of Kebaps. But it's still a bit risky.
Yeah, and we have an engage on Varus on bot.
Yeah. Just a big Q, friendly Q by Diablo, you know?
Yeah. Who gets licked in return. Friendly
Yeah.
lick.
But in terms of the early, we see a bit of a push in the mid. We've got the Knolls? I think it's called Knoll.
I think
Pushing in
they're
a bit.
called, yeah.
So that's being cleared out. And let's see, stacks. Slowly but surely. Should be able to build up a bit more in the first objective.
True, yeah. The stacks will come. Come time, come stacks.
Oh! Really great dodge up in the top by Tychus.
Yeah, but he
Great.
is falling low, of course, because Tychus is not someone who can easily hold a lane, right? Especially not against Unos that might be the best. And we have a disconnect. We have a disconnect on Hanzo, so how about we go back to Unos and talk about Blaze? Or something like that?
Talk about Blaze or something like that.
Alright.
Sure, why not? So level 1 going for the endurance stim pack. Getting that big shield, of course, will be very, very powerful in these late game team fights. Again, it just gives them a tankier front line, which, in fairness, Vala and Tychus should be able to shred, but yeah, I mean,
It seems they are back. Like Bezakage seems to be back, and both teams are ready. So thank you for your opinion.
no problem. Anytime, anytime.
Oh, I will come back to that then anytime. And yeah, let's go. Yeah, back into this game. 3, 2, 1, and here we are.
And we're back. Alright. And looking at Blaze, it's going to be holding top lane. We're going to have the first objective spawning up at the top.
Oh, are
It's
we
like-
going for a gank on?
Oh!
He should
Nah. Yeah, Blaze is aware of that. And we're gonna have the Haka in the bottom. So we'll probably be pushing out that lane until this team needs him to burrow in. And look in
blue
here.
team will
Got red
be-
team
Yes, they go for
on
it.
the camp. So like we were talking about with the camp here. So we do have Unstoppabros grabbing theirs, but Kebaps kind of just poking the objective, not quite moving on to their camp.
Now they have
Yeah.
15 seconds left. Nice unstoppable by the Jojo.
Oh,
And here we have something that we haven't seen in a long time. We have a Dehaka in the backline.
this has actually managed to get the channel back. That's surprising. I thought they were going to interrupt that. Just like they didn't quite focus them enough there. But they did manage to stop the channel on the objective, pushing into the forts with their camp. And we do have Sonya now starting on their side of the camp.
Yeah, and they try to
Oh.
again to engage on Lucas, but Varus and his Dehaka. Ooh, that's just
Actually dropping a bit low. We need to get healed up.
so level 7. Now both teams again at the same talent tier. Aidanya kinda walking back just to save the objective. Are they trying to get the Johanna? You can't get a Johanna like that.
Joanna's a bit too tanky.
Okay, so yeah, they try for another gang, and the Haka goes under the earth. Will get the. Oh, that should be actually a dead Diablo there, getting so much damage in. Oh, look at Vala falling so low too.
Oh,
Buzzarcade! I knew he would do that. So greedy, and he's gonna die. Oh, that was so greedy. They might be able to get the objective now, though. They need to stall this now. Buzzarcade, yeah. Hell for this objective, they get it. Now get out of there, boys. Hanzo is dead. And, oh, look at the value that the camp in mid got.
To get the full wall down. But, let's see. They should be able to push into mid a bit.
Yeah,
They have
but,
their Hanzo back up.
but look at top lane. Like, we have, again, Murloc Rakete, the Tigers cannot handle a Blaze. And are we going? We are going for another engage onto the
Haka.
Onto the Haka. He gets out again. But still, they are being way more aggressive now. The blue team, that is. With a nice lick again, and there is a good double root.
Good job by the end one. And shoving that down the wall. Drove an engage onto Johanna. Oh, nice lick onto Sonya. Wish to get away. Nice pull. And they should be able to disengage from this.
Both teams with good plays right there. And looking at top, we got another wave. Oh, and actually Blaze has to get out of there. Oh, we're going for boss. We're going for boss on bot.
Yeah, interesting enough.
Sniffed it out. Oh, it's...
Yeah, although Unstoppabros lost the objective there, they still are ahead in XP.
Wait, I think they're just giving.
They should be able to get this.
Oh yeah, they're level 10 right now. Okay, now I understand it. I just didn't look at the top of the screen. Okay. Now, of course, they have to be afraid of a double boss play. So red team could just easily go top and take the other boss now.
They might be looking to just push with this one down the bottom, just open up the wall a bit. But looks like they're a bit hesitant to actually stay around. They don't see Sonya. Sonya is stationed on the
and Blaze. Blaze, my boy. Yeah, everybody's picking him. Don't.
Oh, nice lick here by Varus. Does have his bunker. Bunker is dropped. Looking to get away.
What? And now Enduin. Enduin needs to... Oh no, Enduin doesn't need to pull him out. Wow!
No,
that was...
good.
Okay. I did not expect Blaze to survive this.
They'd have to use the bunker to survive, but I think it was worth it in that case.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it. But another good lick onto him. Now on top.
Oh! Johanna getting a dove in under her fort. Will be okay though.
By the way, we again don't have the Dragon Arrow. I always play Dragon Arrow. Why are we being mean to the stun ult?
I think it just in terms of value does have more like we saw that Hanzo's damage last game was like 80k or something, way above the rest of the heroes on the teams. So if you're able to get those resets in the late game, having that Dragon's strike can get a lot of value.
And here's a leap onto the Vala who gets saved. Oh wow.
But it looks like Stukov might be dying for...
Milkman is dead, and also Jojo already used her ult. I don't think she has straight up anymore. Yeah, she's dead too. And Vala is so low, and there is a Hanzo there who we know likes to go deep.
Yeah. But you know what? Vala survived. Still has her stacks. Probably worth the sacrifice of her team. Debatably. But
Okay, they're going for boss now.
yeah, should be a free boss for the side of the Kebaps. And in return, Unstoppabros is pushing out the bottom keep. You know that most of the enemy's side is up top. They have their 13s.
And with Vala and the Tigers.
Yeah, it's
that's
just
gonna
enough
fall.
that fort, for sure.
I think they are now trying to go for the Haka again, but when will they learn that they can't gank the Haka? Okay, maybe they can. Nice stun. And the light bomb comp even, but there's a cleanse.
Oh, Nice falling sword there. I was able to go for Dahaka and a
nice
great
one.
lick. Does
And bunker.
yeah. The boss though is whacking away at the fort. Will they be able to burn that?
Another lick. Verus is so
Yeah.
on fire. That's amazing. He's single-handedly carrying. Oh, that's so amazing. We haven't seen a missed tongue in like 10
Very
minutes.
Yeah, very intense of the licks in this game. Yeah, I think with licked Blaze, they had to use the falling sword just to pull him out,
Yeah.
and then got re-licked again.
So in terms of structures, of course, blue team is behind 1, as they have lost their mid and bot 4, and
Yeah, objective is up. They're trying to poke here. Look at the
can
stall.
they get it? Okay.
Looks like Tychus didn't have his grenade backup. And oh, there's the propulsion in. They should be able to.
Tychus is now
they have water
on the
ults.
flank, and there's a Dehaka. As always, nice dodge by Diablo.
Nice light bomb.
I mean,
We
there
have
is
Odin getting a lot of value here. In the
that
back.
Odin in the flank, yeah. Like the blue
Yeah.
team is so is always getting flanked in every map we saw. The flanking was the problem, right? Mm-hmm. Well, okay, last game it was just a Medivh, but like the flanks by the Haka, and now there was an Odin flanking. Like that's just mean. That's bullying.
Yep. So they get a decent channel here. 30 seconds. Yeah, I think it'll be the full channel going over.
They are
And
even
it's very
preparing
hard.
bot lane.
Yeah, they don't have the 16s now for the defense. So Kebaps here will really need to regroup.
And of course with 16 comes Manticore on Vala, and we even have the Titan Grenade on Tychus. So yeah, those frontliners, they will not enjoy this anymore. If you thought they were squishy, now they are even more squishy.
Taken our camp. Get ready to stop their raiders.
So I'm just curious to see if they're going to go push for a keep here. Looks like they are setting up in the bot lane. Just
Yeah, I
waiting
mean,
for the chargers.
Top is so pushed in, they don't have to worry about top.
And Lucas still holding on to the stacks here.
Oh, are we
Oh,
going for?
see
Yeah,
Sonya?
there is a leap
There's
on
a
the
leap,
two.
but team was not anywhere close enough to follow up on that.
And also,
Oh,
they had a
they are
strategy.
diving on
Vala
two.
falls low.
Oh, it walked into Blaze stun.
Oh, no.
Oh, but it's still living.
Oh, she dies. She dies. Okay.
What? Almost
Wow.
got away.
Almost got away. Yeah,
But
but
looks like
also
Blaze,
will die now.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't run
no.
from Varus.
Blaze was trying to get into his bunker, got pulled away from his bunker, and then got licked. That was just a really unfortunate sequence of events for him.
Wow, so much slow, so much damage.
Mr. Haka, though.
Yeah. No, they. I thought they could have actually killed the Diablo here. Oh, missed tongue. That was a missed tongue. If someone could please add that to the statistics. Varus actually not hitting the tongue.
He did get the tongue onto the Diablo there and dragged him into the fort, unless you're talking about different situation.
Which means that there would be 2 now, right? Huh. Talk about letting his team down. which of course is ironic if the chat doesn't. I don't want to be cancelled. Please don't.
That's how real warriors fight.
So, looks like they're setting up a trap here. You know, the team are trying to engage.
Wait,
Oh.
what? That is
Up,
that's
and
not.
that looks like Stukov is... Wait, yeah,
that
Stukov's
was
dead.
that. Why was Stukov there? Oh, that was. Oh, that more.
Yep, that was a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
They did
Weird
try to...
positioning, walking in front of the wall then and just saying, "Hey Diablo, you wanna?" Don't know.
I like how Kebaps played that though. They knew that they had to look for a fight before 20. Just kind of run at them, just focus the target, bursted it down.
Yeah.
Good fight.
True. On top, by the way, red team just answering one boss with the other. And of course that boss goes for keep, so they need to be careful there.
Yeah. But they don't have their healer. I'm not sure if they will be pushing with that. Doesn't look like it. We'll just be going for the camp instead. So, should be free clear on the side of Kebaps.
Yeah, and of course we do see finally the bot for falling.
The hordes captured more of our troops. You know what to do.
Yeah, 4 is dead. I think they should be able to clear it before it gets any more value in the bottom. And move his team is moving to rotate onto that. And we'll be really curious to see this next fight in the objective. Are the team's gonna just try to soak to 20 before starting it?
I guess it would be plausible for the blue team to do that, right? They are now finally in lead with the XP. Okay, now that I say that, of course, yeah, I might just shut up. You do the rest of this alone. Oh, the Haka is burrowing in.
Into the bush that Diablo was in, and Diablo's queuing into the Vala. There's a preemptive Dragon Strike, plus arrow. Oh,
she is so low. The Sonya is so low. There's a nice apocalypse onto 2, but yeah, again the falling sword saves today.
we still have the bunker. Bunker is being dropped now. Not sure if that was used prior to the pull. Seemed like it might have been.
Yeah, I think so too.
But they do back up. They have to clear up their core, making sure that no keeps fall. But both teams so close to 20. You see that the Haka is on the lane trying to get that forwards team. Same with the Sonya and the Blaze.
Sonya really wanted to go for the Stukov again, but yeah, wasn't joined by the team. So unfortunately, she couldn't really engage there. Luckily, she was able to get out, and also like Blaze got out too. Level 20s are there, and
Kebaps, yeah.
oh, are they actually going for the camp? They are going for the camp invade.
It's a bit awkward because
Why is she so face checking? And there is a nice. Oh my god.
Can they get the? No, will be able to go away. And isolation does land on Sonya. Sonya really low.
Onto the point, by the way, by the.
Doesn't look like it.
That was really weird. And now they even lose the. No, they don't lose the objective because Basicate has the piercing arrows to stop one of the guard minions. I don't even know how they call it to stop channeling.
Yeah. So they were able to get the channel back.
Yeah, and there's a big lick again.
So both poles are down now. No pulls for a whole 50 seconds. And at this, they're still chasing. Try to get the Sonya and Blaze. No bunker. Oh, there's the bunker.
There's another apocalypse onto the Tychus, and like that 75% spell damage just denying the complete unsold.
Team might be dead here. Yep,
Yeah.
that's
GG.
really good.
Could be
20.
GG.
Yeah, falling sword 20. Still alright. Good.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, of course Diablo had souls, I guess. Oh, was he even? I don't even remember, but the Haka going for the objective now, while the rest of his team invades the camp, and that means one thing at least, mid keep. And there's a light bomb engage onto the
They're trying to
Vala.
get Vala. They can't get Vala.
No, Dani
Was
is
a good
too
try.
good with the falling sword.
Yeah, really
Whenever
great.
they try something, she cleanses them. That's amazing.
They did stop the channel though, so they don't have the full channel on the objective. Team will be respawning soon. I think you kind of still have to contest the channel here. Do they have enough gold? It looks like they're giving it.
Yeah.
That's a bit dangerous. Like the lane in both top and mid is pushed out, so those raiders are going to be pretty close to their side.
I mean, bot lane is fine, right? But
But
still,
top
they
can
need to
clear
be.
up on its own.
Okay, are they? No, they're not fighting. Okay, I thought maybe they just saw the Haka on bot that they go for a quick fight again. But they should know by now that, yeah, Johanna will just cleanse everybody.
So, Super Unstoppabros, kind of their game to lose now. it's looking quite solid.
Yeah, if everything plays out, we will have a quick 3-0 here for the Super Unstoppabros. Now it is the blue team has to make a smart decision now. They have to they have to be lucky now too. Like, bot keep is gone means there is less armor on the core, and there's already like a quarter of the have a gun. It will regain them now, of course, but
oh, there's
leap
a leap.
into nothing.
Is it, okay.
Contagion, he hits 2. Oh wow, yeah, no.
That the core
over.
is just getting melted
GG,
here.
guys. Congratulations to the
Raiders
Super
by the Odin.
They just need to hit the core. Just hit the core, guys. Don't fight.
Yeah.
GG. Let's check back with Nos, and maybe we will welcome some of the winners of the Division 3 Grand Final.
Indeed, congratulations to Super Unstoppabros, your Season 17 Division 3 champions, coming in with a 3-0 victory in today's Grand Finals. Congratulations to them. They'll be celebrating all night, I'm sure. Commiserations to the Redneck Kebaps. They put up a fantastic battle in all 3 games. Game 1 in particular, so close. But in the end, Unstoppabros just a bit too strong today.
Yeah, the Dehaka lick value. Too insane.
Yeah, you just see the Super Unstoppabros having a really good coordination in those fights. We saw Vala dropping to like basically no health in a lot of those engages, but you had the Falling Sword by Dami, also had Stukov. They're all just working their best trying to keep her alive throughout all of that. So, pretty well played.
So I guess you both are happy now that we have this 3-0 as you ordered. Yeah, I'm kind of sad.
We're ordering a 3-0. Was it not?
Myself and Trans maybe are a little bit happier that
Oh, right, trans.
our day is coming to a close after a bit of a long one, but it was still very enjoyable. 2 excellent series.
I just tried to speak. The stream can't hear me, by the way, now. But I did a yawn for about 20 seconds instead. Yes, I'm going to be taking the role of the lounge board members now. So we'll be trying to grab people for a potential interview as well. But yeah, guys, continue as you were, of course.
How could we now? No, yeah, I gotta say, like, now that it's over, I think like all of the matches, they were quite close. Maybe not the Infernal Shrine one, because Medivh was just like such a force that the blue team couldn't reckon with, but otherwise, like first map, third map, they were close, they were fun to cast also. Every map, of course, was fun to cast, and I had a lot of fun with you. I'm kind of sad that it's over now. Oh.
We had a lot of fun with you too, Kex.
Oh, thank you. You're so nice.
Bring them up. Say, congratulations to the Super Unstoppabros. Yes, you will be awarded with the finest metal that Heroes Lounge can afford to buy, as Noz and Kex are just showing on stream. How does it feel to be champions, Super Unstoppabros?
Yeah, feels pretty good. My Imperious
Feels
performance
alright.
was awful, so I don't know how to feel.
Well, you guys did do fantastically well. Yes, I just want to be a big thank you, of course, to the Redneck Kebaps, who played valiantly all season, as well as everyone who has casted here today, Kex, Pets, and Noz, of course, for being the fantastic host all day, as well as, of course, Rosenstorm, who was doing the administration in the background. That always helps out so much, making everything go smoothly, getting people in the lobby, sorting things out, making sure that the right team has got third pick. It's all a big responsibility, and they did it so well. But yes, of course, yep. And I do want to clarify as well that the sign-ups for Season 18 are currently open still for another week, so make sure you get signed up. But yes, we'll be sending out these trophies, as Cosmic would say, They're actually medals now. I'm really crap at doing this bit, but it's great. I'm going to now leave it all to, obviously, our host Noz and the two casters who have Pets and Kex, who have a plethora of light questions for you now. So take it away, everybody.
Thank you very much, Trans. So yeah, first of all, huge congratulations, guys. I'm imagining you're feeling pretty good about yourselves right now.
Had worse days in the office.
So yeah, you guys have been playing since season 10, I believe.
We were once Team Heart under the mighty leadership of the fantastic Halen and his cat, and then I took over for a bit and we became super Unstoppabros, and then they booted me out because we lost one time too many, and then instantly had the best season they've ever had. Made it to the semi-finals. Peruna couldn't make it anymore, and they came groveling back, and they were like, "Please, no." I came groveling back, and I was like, "Hey guys,
Remember me?
yeah." And now we're here. It's been a long road, but it's been worth it.
Is this your first taste of true victory in Heroes Zone? So is this your first win?
Well, we won an A-round season, we came close, and then we won the best competition out there. Some of you might have heard of it. It's called the Nexus Rumble. It starts every Monday at 8 at the beginning of the season. Won that, but this is our first real win.
You're making Transparent so proud right now.
Look, I'm still on the staff team, man. You know.
I know.
Wait,
Redneck
staff
Rumble.
winning here. Staff winning the league.
Not lounge stuff, Rumble stuff.
Quick question to the team, excluding Lucas. How is it like playing with Lucas?
Oh, it's been a chore, but I mean,
He made me play
we
to
made
hand,
it in the
you
end.
know.
He made you play Joanna?
Yeah, some feelings.
You did a great job.
Yeah, I know. I did some good playing swords.
He pressed R, Smiley face.
I still had to play it.
Yeah. He's like, was he yelling for the blessed shields? I mean, sorry, not blessed shields, falling swords that whole game, last game?
He did on the first APOC. He was like, hey, Darby, help! And then,
Funnily enough,
I
Lucas
think there was
asking for the shield.
many help me's there. There was a lot of
yeah.
please, dummy, please, dummy, please.
I mean, yeah, it's not the first time. It's probably not the last.
Daily occurrence.
But
Very nice. So guys, aside from like bullying Luca, let's talk about the games you actually had today. So when I prepared for today's match, which to be fair wasn't that much, but I still saw that you guys came in second in the league, right? And Redneck were fifth, but they took out MK Robotics. So what was your expectations? Did you fear them? Did you knew you were gonna win today?
We were very surprised at the first spot that MK Robotics got lost the game, rather. So
Yeah, that was
interesting.
that was a big shake up. But I mean, going into the final, we weren't expecting to win or lose. We were just expecting to sort of just play.
Gotta respect any team that's made it this far.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No disrespect here at all.
We
Only
came
to
in
you,
thinking,
obviously.
oh dear, we're in trouble. And
Yeah.
also, you know, I was scared of Bazzacade because I've got to beat him again tomorrow. But the whole team just generally lots of respect there for them. And they played really, really well for the whole thing. Like none of those games were comfortable or fun. They were disgustingly close, and all of us thought we were 1 away from being the reason that we lost it. Pretty much well, I mean, that's how I always feel. But I think other people felt that way today.
Yeah, I mean, game one was sweet as hell.
Yeah, I want to talk about that game one, that core call at the end, going for the back door. I just want to know what the comms were like in those closing moments.
Beres said he was ending. I realized that I could get to core 2. Madness ensued. At least one person called that we'd lost. Their core fell, and we said calculated and moved on.
Yeah.
Nice. So there is something serious we have to talk about though about the second map. So there are some serious allegations that Medivh cheated in the second game. So what is your stance on that though?
I plead the fifth. It clearly can't have been me playing because for the only time ever, I think, in any Super Unstoppabros game, there was one player who hadn't died, and it was me. And I think, quite possibly, 6 seasons now, I don't think that's ever happened before. So,
Medieval is cheap. Medivh is cheap.
Like I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
So
So
we had a moment where he was not in bird form, and he realized it a bit in an interesting position.
I mean, chat said had a nice way to say it. Yeah, Lucas Medivh is weird was the one comment that stuck out, and we kind of rolled with that then.
Thanks,
Um,
guys.
I mean, if it's weird, you can't predict it.
We got kills. It worked.
Yeah.
Good. It's worked
Fine.
out for you. Yeah. There was a moment I think in the early where you had a portal in, and I think I couldn't tell if it was intentional or not because it seemed like your team followed in, and then immediately like, whoa, nope, I went back out. And then I think it was Sonya who died.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
he was like spinning around, couldn't get into the portal.
I mean, have we ever actually scrimmed like 2 months or 2 seasons ago was when we last scrimmed Medivh, I think.
It went terribly.
It went pretty bad. We played it in a quarterfinal once and it didn't work. Yeah. We learned on the job, you know? We learned on the job.
Yeah, you definitely did. You definitely did, and
Yeah.
it worked out. You guys are deserved champions of season 17 Division 3. So yeah, congratulations to that. If you have anything you want to say, so your shoutouts, you can do that now.
I'm gonna save mine for tomorrow, so these guys can go.
Shout outs to Faruna.
Yeah, Faruna carrying us all by watching.
Yeah, like he carried us through all the games to actually get here. Shout outs to the cheerleaders in the Discord. You know who you are. And shout outs to I don't know.
We should probably shout out Varus, shouldn't we?
Oh yeah, Varus is Varus doesn't do interviews.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, of course,
He's
because he's the
high boy.
MVP. He does.
Yeah,
Oh, hardcore.
yeah.
Like it's we jump on his back, man.
He's cloaked in mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Obviously,
like that.
Massive thanks to you, Pets and Kex and Oz for making it all happen and a
Oh,
big
yeah,
thank
of course.
transparent. We delivered on our 3-0 promise there, so you can have your dinner nice and early.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
It's lunchtime for me, but thanks. Did Transparent have any words as well? By the chief.
I think he already did, right?
Yeah, Astro, I'll say a bit more. Thank you, Pets. Sorry, I just had to remember to unmute myself and then unmute myself from stream as well. Yeah, just, I don't know. Yeah, big congratulations once again, guys, of Super Unstoppabros. Yeah, of course you won the Nexus Rumble. The next Rumble will return. I need to think how, but it will return.
Coming soon to a lounge near you.
Of course, if you have any suggestions for either the main season, there's a little bit of a rumbling. Sorry, not rumbling. I shouldn't use that word. There's a little bit of a murmuring going on, feedback suggestions about sort of MMR suggestions coming up season. There has been a new recalculation for Heroes Profile, so we are sort of looking at trying out a few things. So any sort of suggestions, even if we then do bat them down, of course, we're grateful to hear them. It may seem like we don't like them because we're sort of very stuck in our ways, but we do always try and consider everything. At least, you know, certainly I've got spreadsheets and spreadsheets. My Google Sheets probably hate me because how many MMR sheets I've tried to make to calculate things in the past. But yeah, always put out loads of feedback and suggestions. We're here to hear them. But once again, yeah, big thank you, everyone. Big well done. I think, you know, I'll leave it at that and leave for Noz to sort of sign us off and we can all go our separate ways.
Thank you very much, Trans. And a big thank you to Kex and Pets for joining me today. I believe, Pets, you'll be back tomorrow to cast with Trans for the Division 2 finals. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you back again. And Kex, you were casting the Division 6 finals a couple of weeks ago as well. So nice to have you back here today. Thank you very
It
much.
was my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks to both of you for doing a fantastic job. And like I mentioned, we will be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. CEST for the Division 1 Plus finals and the Division 2 finals. So make sure to tune in for that. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.